Good morning all of you. Today in our English grammar we are going to discuss about the future tense. As earlier we have also discussed about the present tense and the past tense. In this class future tense is also similar in understanding about present and the past tense. It is also having four different categories as we were having in present and the past tense. Future tense is divided into four different types, that is simple future tense, then future continuous tense, and the third one future perfect tense, and the last fourth one is future perfect continuous tense. So in this class we are going to discuss these all four different tenses and will understand it particularly. Now we will discuss about the simple future tense. Verbs in the simple future tense expresses an action that takes place in future. Means simple future tense is used to talk about the actions which will be taking place in the future. For example, I shall go to Lucknow tomorrow. So here go, the form of a verb, and shall represents that the sentence is in the simple future tense. Another example, Sudhi will visit me on Saturday. So here also visit and will is the verb form which states us that this sentence is in the simple future tense. The form, the basic formula is whenever we are making any sentence of the simple future tense, we will use the will or shall plus the basic form of the verb in a sentence to make the sentence in the simple future tense. Now we will discuss about future continuous tense. Verbs in future continuous tense expresses an action as it goes on in the future or an action planned for some time in the future. The action which is planned for some time in the future. For example, we shall be going to her house on Monday. We shall be going to her house on Monday. Here, shall be going is the verb form which states that the sentence is in future continuous tense. They will be inaugurating the new park on 4th of next month. So here also will be inaugurating is the verb form which expresses that the sentence is in the future continuous tense. The basic formula to make the sentence in future continuous tense is will or shall plus be plus ing form of the verb. Whenever we will use this formula in any sentence, the sentence will become of future continuous tense. Now further we'll discuss about future perfect tense. Verbs in the future perfect tense expresses an action that is to be completed at some time in the future. I'll repeat again. An action that is to be completed at some time in the future. For example, I shall have finished stitching this shirt by tomorrow. Here in this sentence, shall have finished are the form of verbs which represents that this sentence is in the future perfect tense. The basic formula to make the sentence in future perfect tense is will or shall plus have plus past participle form of the verb. I'll repeat again. To make the sentence of future perfect tense, the basic formula is will or shall plus have plus past participle form of the verb. Now we will discuss about future perfect continuous tense. tense. Verbs in future perfect continuous tense expresses an action that will have been completed and will continue for some time in the future. I'll repeat again. Future perfect continuous tense is used for action that will have been completed and will continue for some time in the future. For example, the matches will have been going on for 21 days till 1st June. So here in this sentence, will have been going represents the form of the verb which expresses that this sentence is in the future perfect continuous tense. Now, the formula for using or making the sentence in future perfect continuous tense is will or shall plus have been plus ing form of the verb. I'll repeat it again. Will or shall plus have been plus ing form of the verb. Now further, we'll solve the exercise related to this chapter. Now, we will discuss about the going to form of the future tense. Future actions are also talked about by using going to. Example, the dancer is going to give a performance today. So here going to represents that this sentence is in the future tense. Are you going to play in the Ranji Trophy match? So this is question. And this also denotes that going to here represents this sentence is in the future. Important note. We use going to form when we want to suggest people's intention to do something in the future. So I'll repeat it again. We use going to form when we want to suggest people's intention to do something in the future. So when people intends to do something in the future, we use the going to form of the verb. Then we use going to make predictions about the future when we are sure our predictions will come true. So whenever we have our predictions and we know that these predictions are true in some future time, we use the going to form of the verb to make the sentence in the future tense. So further we will discuss the exercise related to the future tense. Now we will solve the exercise related to simple future tense and future continuous tense. So first exercise. Fill in the blanks with simple future tense or future continuous tense. So this fill in the blanks, we are given hints and we have to fill it up with the help of simple future or future continuous tense. First one, class 10th results blank, and in bracket we are having out tomorrow. Class 10th results blank tomorrow. So here we will use the will be form of the simple future tense, like class 10th results will be out tomorrow. Then second one, we blank in 10 minutes. We in bracket we are having leave. So here we'll write we will be living in 10 minutes. We will be living in 10 minutes. Third one, blank, you blank in bracket see your brother in London next week, question mark. So this is question. So here will write down like will you see your brother in London next week? Then the fourth, I blank invitations for my daughter's wedding to my friend. And in bracket we are having send. So the answer will be like I will be sending. I will be sending invitations for my daughter's wedding to my friends. So this sentence is in the future continuous form, and continuous do always use the ing form of the verb. So here will be living is also in the future continuous form, and will be sending is also in the future continuous form. Now the next fifth one is I fear schools blank early tomorrow due to the bunch. In bracket we are having close. So we'll write it. I fear schools will be closing early tomorrow due to the bunch. And this is also in the future continuous tense. Then the sixth one, he blank back for dinner by 10 o'clock. So he will be back. Will be back for dinner by 10 o'clock. Now the next seventh one is we blank the new literature book tomorrow. We in bracket having start. So we will start. We will start the new literature book tomorrow, and this is in the simple future tense, and will be back was also in the simple future tense. Now the last one, eighth one, your plants blank if you do not water them. So this sentence is also in the simple future tense, and we'll write it like your plants will die if you do not water them. So this exercise was related to simple future tense and the future continuous tense. We have understood how to use the simple base form of the verb and the ing form of the verb in simple future and future continuous tense. Now we'll do another exercise. Now we will discuss the exercise related to future perfect tense and future perfect continuous tense. So our exercise number 2 is on future perfect and future perfect continuous tense. We'll solve. First, I blank my programmer before he come to see me. So here I shall have finished I shall have finished my programming before he come to see me. So here this shall have plus past participle form of the verb, and finished is the verb. So we have used the past participle finished. Now the second, blank the famous doctor before I meet you again. So here we will use you will have met. You will have met the famous doctor before I meet you again. So met is having the past participle form as met only. That's why we have written met here. Third, my son blank in this college for 15 years by the end of this month. So in bracket we are having teach, the verb teach we are having. So we'll write it down like my son will have been teaching, the continuous form of the verb. My son will have been teaching in this college for 15 years by the end of this month. And this sentence is here for the future perfect continuous tense. And continuous we always have the ing form of the verb. And here we were not having any ing form of the verb. We were using the past participle. So these both sentences are in the future perfect tense. Now the fourth one. You blank French for 5 years by 2009. In bracket we are having verb learn. So you will have been learn. You will have been learning French for 5 years by 2009. And this sentence here is for the future perfect continuous tense. Now the fifth one. I hope you blank your hands before you sit down for dinner. And in bracket we are having verb watch. So we'll write it like I hope you will have washed your hands before you sit down for dinner. And this sentence is having the past participle form of the verb, and that's why it is in the future perfect tense. So now we are going to solve our last exercise of this chapter, that is related on the going to form of the future tense. So first, are you blank the match tomorrow? In bracket we are having the verb watch, and we have to use the going to form of the verb watch in this sentence. So first, are you going to watch the match tomorrow? This is the first one. We have used the going to form of the verb watch. Are you going to watch the match tomorrow? And this represents the future tense. Now the second one. The Rahmans are going to have a barbecue dinner tonight. So this here sentence here uses the going to form with have in this sentence to make it a sentence of future tense. The Rahmans are going to have a barbecue dinner tonight. Third, the cricket board blank a meeting to select the team. In bracket we are having hold. The cricket board is going to hold a meeting to select the team. The fourth one, I hope someone blank the television soon. In bracket we are having fixed. So I hope someone is going to fix the television soon. Fifth one, we are blank a snowman when bracket we are having make. So we will write it. We are going to make a snowman when it snows. We are going to make a snowman when it snows. Sixth one. Are you blank us a story tonight? In bracket we are having tell. So we will write the answer as are you going to tell us a story tonight? So here we have completed this chapter and the exercises. Thank you and have a nice day.